Morning everybody, welcome back to the channel. Apologies, it's been a little while. Sometimes life gets in the way. So I thought I'd give you a little Jaguar update really. We've done 4,665 miles in the car so far. Had it since February. And we're currently averaging 24.5 to the gallon. That includes a few long runs. It includes a bit of quite a lot of London driving sometimes. And I thought I'd just give you a quick update really on the car. It still has its saggy headlining, as they do. I haven't tried to repair it. I've looked at various things online. There's a company that does a service for it for about 400 quid. Does it affect the driving of the car? Not at all. Do I get annoyed seeing it flapping if the windows are open? A little. Has it dampened my enthusiasm for a £2,000 Jaguar? Never in a million years. So for now, the saggy headlining will stay. On a £2,000 car, do you want to spend 400 quid? I don't know. Certainly on something non-essential. So I'm on my way to work, have a day job. Don't want to have a day job. However, thought I'd throw in there, I've also got a part-time author job. Yes, I've written a book. In fact, I've written two. Watch this space. Second one's out 31st of July. Fingers crossed. Anyway, back to the Jaguar. So I'm discovering a few more little things about it. I haven't repaired the window switch yet because I can lean over and do the passenger window up. I'm sure I said in one of my last videos, the driver's switch panel will lower all of the windows, no problem at all, and bring all of the windows back up except the passenger one. So that's definitely something that will have to be looked at, but again, it's not essential. I bought a little gadget to connect Bluetooth through the radio. Very ingenious. If you haven't seen it, and I'm sure you have, you plug it into the cigarette lighter and select a radio frequency, and it will use that frequency, convert it into whatever it needs to convert it into, and basically play your phone, your Bluetooth device through, he says, and it crackles on perfect timing, through the radio. So it's not perfect, but it's pretty good. I'm just about to get onto the M4 motorway now, going into London. Sadly, that's where I work. And I wanted really just to do a little update because I still haven't fixed the wheel bearing, so you can probably hear it's got quite a bit louder. I plan on doing that in the next couple of weeks, and there will be a video on that for sure. The car, it's a £2,000 Jaguar. We haven't found anything disastrous yet. Have I been lucky? Possibly. It's done 159,038 miles right now. When I bought the car, the gentleman told me that there was no service history with it. Subsequently, I found some in the glove box, so stamped up to about 98,000, I think. And as I say, when I first got it, I took it to my son's garage, plugs, oil, air filter, etc, etc. The reason really that I haven't had a huge amount to say is that, touch wood, there isn't too much to say. Currently, as it stands, for what I spent on the car, it's been remarkable. Now, I probably shouldn't say that because that means there's an impending disaster around the corner. But at the moment, for a 20-year-old Jaguar, admittedly it's a Ford Jaguar, the quality still seems pretty good. Certainly the interior is holding up really well for its 158,000. There are a few little bits and pieces, but absolutely nothing that would, if you got in this car and looked at it and said it had done 100,000, you'd probably believe that. I suppose one of the worst things is that my little gadget, the front driver's cigarette lighter, doesn't work. Is it still a cigarette lighter? I don't think you even have them now. Anyhow, so that doesn't work. So I've had to plug my little Bluetooth gadget into the back one, and there are two on this. What it subsequently taught me is that the little panel, and I'll demonstrate it a bit later, that holds that on, all of the clips are broken. So when you try and pull the little device back out, the whole panel comes out with it, which isn't ideal. Is it a deal breaker for the price bracket that this car was in? No. I suppose if I've got the biggest criticism of the car, it's that the paint seems very soft. Now, it's definitely been painted in certain areas, that's for sure. However, some windy country lanes in Oxford last weekend demonstrated that if you get a little bit too close to something, a tree, for example, that's a little bit harder than the car likes, it leaves a decided mark along it, and you have to break out the teacup, a mop, maybe something a little harsher. It's come out, but it's not super pretty. Again, we're not talking here about a £10,000 version of this car, which would be better probably in all respects. But at the moment, again, very firmly grasping wood, I couldn't be happier. I'll come back in a little while and we'll do a little walk round, and I'll just show you how the car is after its nearly 5,000 miles in 6 months. Thanks for watching. I hope you're enjoying. Please give me a like and a subscribe. One day I'll get my son on the channel. If you don't know, our classic Mini has already been featured on Practical Performance Car. And there is a show this weekend also in Chesham in Buckinghamshire. If you're not doing anything, the weather's supposed to be great, so why don't you pop down, come and see Mad Best's, the Mini. It's the best of British versus the best of Italian, so really worth a visit. Should be good fun. There's some decent food, some nice pubs, hopefully some friendly people. Big plug for Will at Practical Performance Car, and a big plug for the Chesham Motor Show. So have a great time, have a great weekend coming up. Don't forget, like and subscribe, tell all your friends. There will be more content. Life has taken over, but I'm getting it back. Thanks ever so much for watching, and I'll do a little walk round as soon as I get to work.